Once upon a time, in the depths of the sea, there lived a beautiful young mermaid princess. She was the youngest of 6 sisters and was fascinated by the world above the water. She would often swim to the surface to gaze at the ships and listen to the stories told by her grandmother about the human world. On her 15th birthday, the Little Mermaid was allowed to swim to the surface for the first time. There, she witnessed a magnificent ship and a handsome prince on board. A storm struck, and the ship began to sink. The Little Mermaid saved the prince from drowning and brought him safely to the shore. She fell in love with the prince from that moment on, despite knowing that mermaids could not have human hearts. The Little Mermaid made a desperate bargain with a sea witch. In exchange for her voice, the sea witch gave her a potion that would transform her into a human for 3 days. However, the process was painful, and she would only remain human if she could win the love of the prince and marry him. If she failed, she would turn into sea foam and cease to exist. As a mute human, the Little Mermaid was found by the prince and taken to the palace. He was kind to her, but he did not realize that she had saved his life. He took her for a beautiful mute girl, and they spent time together, growing closer. Meanwhile, the prince's parents were trying to arrange a marriage for him with a neighboring princess. On the eve of the wedding, the Little Mermaid's heart was broken when she saw the prince and the princess together. She knew she had failed in her quest to win his love. Her sisters, who had given their hair to the sea witch in exchange for a chance to save her, appeared with a knife. They explained that if she killed the prince and let his blood fall on her feet, she could return to being a mermaid. However, the Little Mermaid could not bring herself to harm the prince, even to save her own life. As dawn broke on the 3rd day, the Little Mermaid threw herself into the sea, expecting to dissolve into foam. Instead, she was transformed into a spirit of the air, awaiting the opportunity to earn an immortal soul through good deeds to mankind. In the end, the Little Mermaid's selflessness and love granted her a different kind of happiness and a chance at immortality. The story of The Little Mermaid teaches us about the sacrifices made for love, the longing for something more, and the power of selflessness and kindness.